Okay, here we go. I hope this thing works. All right, this is the first recording of my Train Sim World 3 journey. We are here. We are going to be driving the Class 375 across Britain, going from Ramsgate uh, and Dover Priority to London, Victoria. It's about a 34-minute journey. I have been trained in using the 375. There have been some issues, there have been some hiccups, but we'll see how we can do here. I've never done this particular one before, and I haven't played this game in a couple days, so I might forget how to play, but we're going to do this anyways. Now, um, again, I don't care that you may not be able to hear me that well, because I'm not using my headphones, I'm just using the microphone from the controller. I don't feel like doing anything else. So, we're going to drive this southeastern service from Faversham to Rochester, and let's do it. Let's go ahead and unlock the doors. Okay, I can't unlock the doors because the master key isn't in. So let's go ahead and put the master key in. Direction switch is going to go to neutral. There we go. It's opened. We're going to load up the passengers for the next 2 minutes or so. We have a red light right in front of us. That means I can't do anything. We have a service just leaving the station right now. This is my guy right here. That's me. That was the closest avatar that I could get. And he's looking pretty good in his Star Trek attire. Now, let's see, how many trains do we have? We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It looks like 7 trolley cars. Of course, we're on the front here. You can see that this is what the cabin looks like. Why don't we go ahead and lower down the window? We still got about 1 minute until we depart from the station here. Let's go ahead and check what our schedule looks like. Schedule starting at 8:30. Oops, I didn't want to do that. Let's go ahead and put it back to neutral. So we're going to be stopping at 8:37 at the first station, the platform 1 in Tainham. Okay, cool. Check the map here. All right, I'm just kind of getting adjusted to my controls here. There's the power. So we got about 30 seconds. I'm very excited, but I'm also nervous because I could totally screw things up. It's been a while. It's always a little bit nerve-wracking when you're getting into the station and departing with some people. Cool, we're getting a yellow light, so we should be getting a green light soon. Let's go ahead and take a look inside. This does not look like there's too much leg room. Hello, sir. Oh yeah, it's busy. All right, so let's go ahead and lock the doors. Perfect, let's put it into forward. And we should be able to go forward. There we go, we're off. Green light, we're good to go. We're accelerating, we should get there in about 5 minutes. We gotta go a little bit slow. So it looks like there's still about a car, another trolley ahead of us in about a mile. So if you take a look to your top right of the screen, you'll see that yellow caution. That means I gotta watch out for any cars that I might see on my side of the track. There we go, we're green, we're good to go, we're speeding up. We currently have a speed limit of 60 miles an hour. And I think once we get down there, we'll be able to get to 75 miles an hour. So we're pretty much good cruising. It's always a little bit tough when you have two cars coupled together. You can see in the left-hand side, right here, normally one trolley contains 4 cars, but this one has 8 actually. And that makes it a little bit tough when you're getting ready to brake. You got to brake in advance. So we're off. I hope everyone's doing well. It's a Sunday afternoon here. Play this game for about 3.5 hours. It's a nice relaxing game. Going through the British countryside as we surpass 65 miles an hour. And again, this should be about a 34, 35-minute journey. You know, hopefully we stay on time or get places early. This train in specific runs on third rail. So if you're used to the trolley you see, you know, MTS, you have the overhead lines. This one does not. But if you take a look down here to the left, is it on the left or the right? It's on the right. You can see that it hitches up right here. This thing right here, it hitches up onto a third rail. And that's where it's drawing power from. Okay, so we're just slightly over the speed limit. Let's go ahead and slow down a little bit. You can also see on the top right, just above the green, the number 725, that's my score. So I want to get a gold rating. So if you're going over the speed limit, you don't get as good of a rating. And it also depends on if you get to your place on time, as well as how close you can stop at the station to the required area. So we'll go ahead, we can go ahead and speed up now. Speed limit is, looks like it's about 85, and in about 0.7 miles we'll be able to speed up to 90 miles an hour. Looks like it's a partly cloudy day here. I haven't experienced any harsh conditions yet. I'm sure that'll be a bit tough. All of my experience so far has been training with this vehicle, as well as doing certain trips with just a level 1 difficulty out of 5. This one didn't have a difficulty, so I think it's just your standard train service. But I hope to in the future do some hard ones. And of course it makes it harder, you know, if you have a couple drinks in you, which I won't be having today. Because of course, you know, I have to earn my job before I can lose my job. Uh-oh, you know what? Uh-oh, we gotta slow down. I didn't realize our station is right up ahead. Oh my goodness, oh my goodness. Slow down! No, we're gonna miss it! Oh, no! Okay, that sucks. Okay, we're gonna have to go in reverse. See, this is what happens when you don't pay attention. Okay, we're getting down, okay. Okay, it's okay, we got here a little bit early, so let's go ahead and put it into reverse. Let's just reverse a little bit. Okay, slow down, slow down, slow down. Okay, we're okay. Let's go ahead and open up those doors. Let's get back and do a forward direction switch. And that's a lot of folks leaving. Wow, this guy looks like he's got a fire head. Oh, it's a lady. Okay, cool. Is anyone coming on? Everyone's leaving. They're like, I don't want to be on the train with this guy. And I don't blame you. Looks like we're already up to 1360 action points. So we're still on time because I don't think we were supposed to depart until 8:38. It's 8:37. That's the problem. You got to be... Whoa. Whoa. I don't know if these are weeds or what. I don't know if these should be growing here. Look at this guy. Wow. You know, I think we got to get the maintenance guy to come check this out. What else do we have here? Passengers must not cross this line. Whoa, yeah, they're really making sure you can't get anywhere past this. Wow, that is scary. They got one over here, too. Like, do not pass. Is this security? That looks like a security guard to me. Thank you, sir, for keeping it nice and safe. Let's go ahead and lock up the doors. Boom. And we should be able to head over to Sittingbourne. We'll be there in about 4 minutes. And we're off. Cool, cool. I do need to make sure in case we go through any tunnels that I have the lights on. And I don't have the headlights on. So let's go ahead and put day running. Cool. And we are off. Let's see, how many stops we're making today? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 stops on this journey. So please join me. I'm excited. There are some trips that can get up to about an hour long, over an hour. I haven't done any of those. I think the longest I've done is about 35 minutes, and I think that's what about this journey is. Um, I bought this. It was a starter pack. It came with just one uh, sort of route and train package. I have 3 trains to drive, and basically anywhere across the British. But they have routes in America. They have routes in all across Europe. This one was on sale for $25. I figured it'd be something cool to do. I'm always looking for more relaxing games. I know that there's some people that comment on the channel. They say they hate this. They hate the FIFA that I play, the soccer games. Like, oh, dude, you're playing some more boring soccer games. Well, you know what? It's the only thing I'm good at. Not true. I take that back. But I digress. Uh-oh. Caution, caution. Yellow light. Okay, I gotta focus here. Slowing it down just a little bit. You can see we're stopping at Sittingbourne in about 1.3 miles. I think we should get there on time. I must also mention that the 3 trains that I have currently are probably one of the easier ones to drive in the game, because it's like a trolley. If you look down here, the power is basically just forward backwards is how it works. Whereas some of the other trains, there's a whole separate braking system that you have to use, and it can get a lot more complicated that way. Steam engines are a lot tougher as well. So let's go ahead and slow down as we are approaching. Oh, I put it in emergency brake mode. Shoot. I messed up. See, when you get to emergency brake mode, it just stops regardless. So I need to put it back into neutral. It's going to go to 0. I should be able to put it back into forward. No, I got to reset the DRA. Okay, let's go ahead and do that. Let's put it into neutral, forward, reset the DRA, and let's go ahead and go forward. Okay, no issues. See, this is it. I knew I was going to come across a problem like this. There we go. Okay, we're off. We're back and running. Whew. See, I'm not the best train engineer, but I will say this. I probably might be better than some of the trolley engineers that MTS uses. Some of those guys, man, it's like they don't know what they're doing. One of these days I might just hijack one. I'm just kidding. Let's go ahead and put a brake on. Let's see if we can get this right on the marker this time. And you can see in the top left, we are late. We're late by about 20 seconds. And I'm going to miss the stop. Okay. But we didn't pass the station. That's the important part. So we're here. Let's go ahead and open up those doors. I always forget to bring a water with me. I run out of breath and I need some water. More people are leaving. Okay, see, we're not supposed to depart until 8:43. So we should still be able to leave on time, I think. Looks like we might just cut it. Shut those doors, lock them. Cool, let's go ahead and go. There we go. And we're off. Let's go ahead and take a look at the map here while we're just accelerating. Is there anyone else on our journey as we head north? Okay, we got a yellow light up ahead. Oh, here's a train. We'll see a train coming our way. Let's go ahead and use that horn. I probably should be using that a bit more, but it's okay. So we should get there at about 8:47. Let's go ahead and take a look at the schedule. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 more stops. Cool. 5 more stops. We're accelerating. This is probably one of the slower trains. There's one that I use that's a high-speed train. It can get, over 100 miles an hour. Flashing lights. I think I'm still in the clear. I think I'm clear to accelerate. We should be seeing that train coming our way pretty soon. Is that it coming this way? Yep, there it is. Is it stopped? There it is. I think I have a depot whistle as well. Somewhere on here. Here it is. You can barely hear it. Oh. We've gone over the speed limits, okay? Go ahead and slow it down slightly. Now we're in cruise control. Now this may be boring to watch, so be careful what you wish for. Yeah, this is a beautiful landscape here. Let's go ahead and get an aerial view. Look at this, beautiful. Beautiful scenery. I would love to be a passenger. Do we have anything up above? Oh yeah. This is cool, this reminds me of like a PUBG map. PlayerUnknown Battlegrounds. Okay, we're coming into the stop. Let's go ahead and slow down. I hope I have enough braking to get through. Here we go. I think we might have timed it just perfectly. Not that many people waiting here. Oh, I choked it. It's okay. Unfortunately, these people, they won't be able to come out of this car. These people are screwed. Luckily, wow, that is some ashy knees. Looks like they got to, looks like we're in the clear. They're going to stay on the train for now. These people are departing. And it's like no one's getting on the train, it seems. I wonder why. Newington. So we're at the Newington stop. We're going to wait till 8:48, about 40 seconds. Oh, there's a security guard again. Hello, sir. Green light, 75. Proceed as signals indicate. Perfect. Got about 10 seconds. I think we're still good. Go ahead and lock those doors. And let's accelerate. Perfect. Let's go ahead and check our scheduler again. We have about, give or take, 15 minutes left on our journey. I hope you've been enjoying the scenes so far. I certainly have. It's a beautiful day again out here, both in real life as well as in the virtual world here. Going back to work tomorrow. It should be a nice chill day. A cold brisk day, man. It's been cold. I enjoy the cold for sure. I prefer the cold over the heat. And I don't know when, but at some point it's just gonna, snap just like that. And the temperatures are gonna rise. and then it's going to be hot every day. I don't remember the last time I wore shorts to like work. But again, I've been enjoying it. Should be a pretty good week. We're up to 4,600 action points. Okay, this seems a little bit difficult here. I think we might be making a little bit of a slight bank. So I'll go ahead and just give us just a little bit of throttle. And if you're curious about the controls for this particular train, it's R2 and R1 are my throttle acceleration and throttle deceleration, as well as the brake. Again, like I said, it's an all-in-one system, all you can eat. Let's go ahead and just go into cruise control as we approach the station in about under a mile. I think we're still on time to head into Rainham. Must rain there a lot. Go ahead and just put a little bit of breakage on. Oh, as you can see, we're way over the speed limit there. That was my fault. I think this might be the smoothest entrance into the station so far. Let's just cruise at a nice 45. Let's go ahead and just put a little bit more breakage on. Nice, beautiful. Let's go ahead and slow it down a little bit more. Cool, looks like we got some people ready to board. Nice, a beautiful stop. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. And let's just break it. Okay, that was a little bit slow, but we did it. People are ready to board, I hope. Come on, are people coming on? Let's see who's coming on. Oh yeah, this man's coming on. Where'd he go? Hey. Oh. Oh, okay, sorry. Yep, she's looking at me weird. Whew. I think. I don't know. Oh yeah. Hello, sir. This guy's coming to the station too. Ooh, he's got a different. I think that's the other train which I haven't piloted yet. Looks a little bit newer. I'm rocking like a 1997 trolley. Yeah, this one looks pretty cool. Got plaid checkered seats too. Okay, got about 10 seconds before we head out. I think we got about a little over 10 minutes in our journey. Thank you for joining me so far. Go ahead and lock these doors. Oh, I think you try to come on. Oh, sorry, gotta go. Hey. Back to first person mode. And we're off. So far, I think everyone's happy. And feel free to let me know in the comments if there's anything in particular you would like to see. Hope everyone's doing well. Oh man, we got to get some landscapers. Did you see that? There's some bushes nearby. Gotta watch out. You can see we're decreasing our speed because in about 800 yards, the speed limit decreases to 60 from 90. That's a pretty quick drop in speed limit, but we'll go ahead and abide. Hello? I think it might be because we're going into a station which we're not stopping at. Oh, I missed it. I missed it. I choked it. Okay, I'm sorry. I'm slowing down. I am slowing down. Yep, I think we're going through the trolley yard. Oh, I saw something back there. Hopefully I pressed the right buttons. Let's go ahead and accelerate. Get up to a nice cruising speed at 60. And we should just rock. Oh, we got to be at 50. Okay, cool. Going over a lot of tracks here. Nice and easy. Nice and easy. Oh, I messed up. See, that's what happens when you don't pay attention, but come on, come on. Come on, come on. Got to go in emergency brake mode. I think we're okay. These guys look like they want to stay on board. No one wants to come off. Okay. It's fine. You don't have to come off. 2 more stops aboard the 1P18 Ramsgate. Got a yellow light up ahead. Still green here. It's all good. And now we got some people coming on, maybe. Oh, this guy's going for a seat. You picked a nice spot, sir. It's a nice jacket. Nice puffer jacket. Nice shoes, too. Lock the doors. Make sure everyone's okay in here. And let's see if we can accelerate. Perfect. Okay, cool. Everything's good. Everything's good so far. Just got to keep an eye on where we're going. And where we're stopping. Now, this should probably be the most boring watch of any of these videos that I make from this game, because I hope to do some harder routes and trains. Let's go ahead and decrease our speed. Gonna have to be about 50 miles an hour and about 500 yards. Hello. Driven 37 miles in this vehicle. That's nice. Oh, I'm over the speed limit. That's not good. And we're banking. Oh, hopefully we don't fall off. Okay. That has happened before. I've fallen off the rails. That was not good. No casualties, I think. Back up to speed. I'm realizing it's a lot harder to multitask, talk, and focus on where I'm supposed to be going. We'll go ahead and just cruise here a little bit. We're going to have to decrease our speed even more to 30 and to 20 and a little bit further. Wonder why I have to go slow, so slow right in here. Oh, because the station's right up here. It's coming. Brake just a little bit. Let's brake a little bit more. A little bit more. Oh, yeah. That's what I'm talking about. Great breakage. Open up those doors. Hello. I think a night train ride would be pretty good. I haven't done those either. I find it funny how they only have about 5 character models in this game. Look, it's like, okay, what? Nope. Oh man, now we gotta wait 2 minutes here, and then we'll just slowly get back into the next station, which should be right here, I think. And then we'll be all done. Yeah, we're gonna end it right here. I think that's my stop. You can see that train looks like it might be stopping in the station. Yeah, they're stopping. That's where we'll be going next. We're doing well over here. Maybe I should open up this window too. There we go. This is definitely a funky looking train. I definitely prefer to be in the middle. Oh, this is first class. Yeah, a little bit more leg room, and you got a little bit of a table, but don't put your feet up. And then this is the normal class, maybe. Got a little spot for your baggage too. Let's go ahead and lock those doors. And accelerate. Oh, we're in reverse. Nope, no. Why did that happen? Yep, we're going that way. Thank you. Hopefully we still get there on time. Now this is going to be the slowest part here as we approach the end of our journey here. We're at a little bit of a downward slope, so even on cruise control we can pick up some speed. It's not good. Just got to watch out here as we bank around. Caution. So we got a train up ahead. Go ahead and get into this mode for our last part of the journey. Yep, so we gotta put a hard stop. You can see top right we got a red. So that should be where we end up at our final stop of the station. Beautiful view. Is that a cathedral over there? Maybe. Just cruising into the station. Nice and easy, nice and easy. Activate our brakes. And just glide into the station. We are a little bit over time. Go ahead and unlock the doors. And that should mark the end of our journey here aboard the 1P1B. Hope you've enjoyed the journey. Beautiful day. A little bit of hiccups, but you know that's expected sometimes for a rookie driver. I don't think anyone had to sign a waiver though, so one thing to keep in mind if you do travel with Southeastern. Whoa, whoa! They just took me out. Okay, let's see. I got the gold. Let's go. For the most part, we stayed under the speed limit. Stop accuracy was not the best this time. I think we went just slightly a minute over. If that's okay, we'll go ahead and return to the menu, and I'll go ahead and stop this recording. So, see you in the next one.